Hello, I'm Trainer James, and today I'm bringing you an Izzet Giants deck for Alchemy Best of 1. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I like my Giants decks. I'm always trying to find ways to make a good Giant deck, whether it's in Standard, Alchemy, or Historic. I've been focusing a lot on Historic lately. I have like a Rakdos Giants deck, a Mardu Giants deck, I have a Jeskai Giants deck, all three in Historic. But today I wanted to focus on Alchemy and give Izzet Giants a try. So as you can see, all of our creatures here are giants. We're running 4 Quakebringer because there's a lot of life gain decks out there, whether it's the mono white life gain, the Selesnya life gain, or just the Esper Clerics. So Quakebringer shuts their life gain down, plus costing 5 mana. It can't be hit by a Skyclave Apparition, which is really nice. We're running 2 Calamity Bearer, just to make our giants hit a little harder. We're running 3 Basalt Ravagers, because Basalt Ravager is another way of taking out our opponent's creatures, or dealing the last bit of damage to our opponent. Because oftentimes Basalt Ravager will come down and either hit a creature or the opponent for, 2, 3, 4 damage. And then at our top end, we are running 3 Cyclone Summoner. Since all of our creatures are giants, it won't bounce any of our creatures. And then because we're playing Alchemy, we get to play 4 Rimewall Protector, which is a card that came from Alchemy. And it costs 1 blue for a 3/4 giant wizard. It has ward 1. And when it enters the battlefield, each other giant or wizard we control and each other giant or wizard card in our hand perpetually gains ward 1, so it's a way of protecting our creatures. And then we are also running 2 Aegar because we have some removal spells that deal a lot of damage. We're running 2 Brittle Blast, 3 Squash. Squash, as long as we control a giant, costs 3 less, so it can cost 1 in a red to deal 6 damage to either a creature or a planeswalker. Brittle Blast costs 3 mana, and creatures and planeswalkers your opponent's control perpetually gain. If this permanent would die, exile it instead. Brittle Blast deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Most of the time when we hit an opponent's creature with either one of these spells, if we have Aegar on the battlefield, we are going to draw a card, because there aren't too many creatures out there that have, 5 toughness or 6 toughness. So yeah, it's a good way of getting to draw a card off Aegar. Plus, Brittle Blast deals with, like Old Growth Troll, that when it dies, it gets to attach to a land and enable your opponent to ramp. Well, if you hit it with a Brittle Blast, then it just gets exiled. It doesn't attach itself to a land. Your opponent doesn't get to ramp with it. As for other giant-specific spells, we're running 2 Glimpse the Cosmos, 4 Invasion of the Giants, and 3 Battle of Frost and Fire. Battle of Frost and Fire is here because, it deals 4 damage to each non-giant creature and planeswalker, so it's a way of clearing the board, especially if our opponent has a lot of low toughness creatures. And then I said Cyclone Summoner was at our top end, but technically Magma Opus is at our top end since it costs 8 mana, but most of the time we'll probably just be discarding this for a treasure, just so we can get to the mana for Cyclone Summoner. But on the chances where we have 8 or more mana, we draw a Magma Opus, then, Magma Opus does its thing, where it deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets, tap 2 target permanents, and then we get to create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token and draw 2 cards. So you get to do a lot with Magma Opus, but if we don't have the mana for it, we just discard it for a treasure so we can play our other spells. We're also running 2 Hall of Storm Giants. It's a giant, and it gives us 2 more creatures than the deck, basically. So, with that, let's go ahead, get to some matches, and I will see you on the battlefield. We get to go first? Okay. Looks good. Make these into treasures if we need to. Deck might not perform well against control decks, but I guess we'll see. Though if we go against a creature deck, at least we have Battle of Frost and Fire. Player Mountain. We probably should have held onto that in case we draw one of our Frostboil Snarls. Okay. Well, we need a land, but doesn't look like we're gonna get one. Grab Quakebringer. We can at least foretell the Quakebringer. Oh, buddy. Alright, well. Our opponent's over here on Dimir. Fell Stinger. I'd be playing zombies. Aegar. Probably have a removal for this. I would guess. No blocks. Divide. No lands. No lands for us either, unfortunately. Sultai. Okay. We need Aegar to stick around, so we can use Glimpse of Cosmos. We need to hit our lands. No blocks. Sorin the Mirthless.
I bring order to this room. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Nice. Well, we're gonna have to turn this into a treasure so we can use Battle of Frost and Fire next turn. Opponent gained 2 life, but they did lose their vampire, so there's that. Hey, they got a land! They got a land.
Call for dire tactics.
Card from reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, exile that card if an opponent, or if an instant. Okay, so they're gonna exile Battle of Frost and Fire. So let's go ahead and make this into a treasure then. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Saw that one coming. They don't choose to attack. Basalt Ravager. Divide. Okay. Soren's at 3 loyalty. Well, let's go ahead and attack then. Get to draw a card. Draw a land. Nice. Pass a turn.
You deal with this annoyance.
Key to the archive. One, two, three, four, five, six. My turn. Another land. So, let's see. We could play Quakebringer. We'll play Cyclone Summoner. Sends everything back to their hand. Play the Quakebringer. They're undoubtedly going to exile Quakebringer. The top card of your library. You may put it into your hand. Fading Hope.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Okay. Time Warp? Oh. Come on. Coma.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
All right. Well, Quakebringer it is. Or not Quakebringer, Cyclone Summoner. They won't be able to play their Coma next turn, because they don't have enough mana for it. Sure.
I take no joy in slaughter. You will serve me well.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Calamity Bearer. Basalt Ravager. Deal 14 to the opponent. Eye twitch.
My ways are not for the weak.
They need a creature to play this. They don't have enough mana for Coma. yeah. Actually, cancel. Magma. You. Tap these two.
I won't let this be over.
Well, bam. Izzet Giants. Well, we do get to go first, so okay. Decline. Nice. We could play this on turn 5. Let's see. Do we want this Magma Opus, though? We'll have 5 lands. We might. Nah. We turn this into a treasure that we could play our Cyclone Summoner on turn 4. What are you on, red? We'll make a treasure on their end step. Treasure. I don't know what our opponents are doing. They played 3 mountains so far. Unless they're playing dragons, maybe. Oh, we have another one. Okay. And we're almost getting to the mana to play this one for 7 anyways. Here's land 4, 5, 6. We have a Glimpse the Cosmos. Well, we got a 7/7 on turn 4. Watch our opponent have like 2 Dragon's Fire. Or they're going to have like a Fading Hope or something. Divide, okay. Fine. Quakebringer. Unexpected Windfall. Ruin Crab. Okay. Do they have a Fading Hope now? Bam bam. What happens when you mill giants? Take a squash. Sure, let's glimpse the cosmos once more. Another Cyclone Summoner. Take a Calamity Bearer. Squash. Glimpse. Once more. Put some more creatures into our hands. Invasion. Well, they have Divide. So let's get a creature. And I'm sure they have another Fading Hope here. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a stick here. All right. Well, this is not a good hand. No red sources other than the treasure we get off of Magma Opus. And then outside of that, we don't have anything to do until turn 3, and that's assuming our opponent's playing creatures. So we're going to mulligan. Of course. Well, our opponent's playing creatures. I guess it's a good thing we have Brittle Blast then. Play that. Glimpse. We'll take the land. We actually need an island is what we really need. Old Growth Troll. It's okay, we can Brittle Blast it. It'll get exiled. Wabam. So no ramping for them. We have a Battle of Frost and Fire to deal with some of their other creatures. Another troll. Foretell our Quakebringer. Garuk. I'd like to play Quakebringer right here, but I think it's better that we just Battle of Frost and Fire instead.
something else.
Get rid of their Planeswalker. 1, 2, 6. Sculptor. Cool. Okay. Let's see. How many lands do we have? We have 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7. So we'll keep this one on top. Play our Quakebringer. I just said that we need it, but now I kind of want Calamity Bearer. But we can't Calamity Bearer and Rimewall Protector in the same turn unless we draw a land. Alright. We'll be greedy. I'm sure our opponent has a Blizzard Brawl in hand. Blizzard Brawl. Mm-hmm. Five or more. Well, we don't have any of those. So, what's a Rimewall? Then Brittle Blast this. Start playing creatures off the top of their library. Yeah. Calamity Bearer. Let's hit him for 6. Oh yeah. Nice. That's probably like the best thing you can pick up with Guruk in his spellbook. It walks. They probably have another Blizzard Brawl in hand. Oh yeah. Okay. Do this. And this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Okay, let's attack. Pass a turn. Let's see what they play. Alright, well, let's make a 7/7 giant. Snakeskin Veil. And a Chariot. Let's see if they block. Okay. Four, 5, 6, 7. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, squash. Basalt Ravager. Quakebringer triggers on our turn, right? At the beginning of your upkeep. Yeah. Well, let's get rid of the cat. Pack Leader. Augur. Down to 1. And it's game. Bam. And we drew 2 more. Mulligan. I mean, it's better. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the Cyclone Summoner. Because we can always discard this for a treasure. Jawari. We'll play this on red. Okay. Spectral Adversary. Nice. How about Aegar? Oh, they're playing that counter that goes with spirits, I bet. Maybe they have a Fading Hope. Nope. Just another adversary. Clone Crafter. Do they wish to block? Let's squash one of their adversaries. Negate. Okay. Dream Shackle Geist. At the beginning of combat your turn, tap target creature. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing. Rid of you. Draw us a card. Wonder what giant they have. Ooh. Desert Doom. Squash. We can only play one of these. Like, we can either play Brittle Blast or Squash, but we can't play both. So we might as well Glimpse. Stormcarved Coast. No attacks. Oh, they can do the giant. Yeah, the giant land. Okay. Well, let's get rid of you. Draw us a card. Another land. Oh, shoot! I meant to block. Darn it. All islands. Mulligan. Oh, buddy. We'll keep. We can make a treasure out of this. We can actually find more creatures with the glimpse. So okay, we'll do that instead. Mono green. Well, it's a good thing we have Brittle Blast. Werewolf Pack Leader. Oh, my back hurts. Well, it doesn't really hurt. It's just like, I feel like I need stretched. Ugh, gosh. Yep, there's the back leader. Wow. Lots of choices here. We'll take the island. Just in case we draw into the Snarl. It could be the last land we play. Old Growth Troll, that's actually good for us. Because that means we can Brittle Blast the Werewolf Pack Leader next turn. Of course, we'll still be taking 5. So... But you know, at least when Old Growth Troll dies, it'll get exiled. Oddity. Hey, look. The opponent gets to go first. Alright. We'll keep it. We have an Aegar. 2 squash. Our opponent has bats. All 3 squash. In the first 8 cards of the deck. Well, at least we know we have removal now. Opponent's over here playing frickin' clerics. Life gain. That won't be too bad, honestly. But we're gonna need lands to get it. Let's take an invasion. Actually, I guess, you know, the summoner won't be too great here, only because they perpetually get bigger with the Angel of Unity. So, as long as this stays 4, 5, or 6, we can kill it. Another voice. Okay. Well, we can kill both of them. Our deck was kind enough to give us all 3 squash in our opening hand, so there's that. Play you on red. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And we can play Quakebringer next turn. So they can stop gaining life. Now, Skyclave Apparition can't hit Quakebringer, so that's good. They have removal, Vanishing Verse. Inquisitor Captain, okay. Six mana. Maybe, yes, right here. This is what we want. Wabam! Let's go. Vanishing Verse. Yep. Okay. Nice. No land. Rimewall. Do we really need Rimewall at the moment? Kind of probably just want more Quakebringers, honestly. What do you do? 5 or more plus one plus as a life link. Yeah. with Cosmos on top. Play this. See if they want to trade. They don't. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies. No. Well, they can hit us for 6. Oops. Alright, well, that's 9 damage right there. So those were the matches with Izzet Giant. As you can see, the deck had an overall 67% win rate with a 100% on the play, 50% on the draw across 6 matches that took roughly 42.5 minutes. Yeah, this deck was a lot of fun. As I said in the intro, I love playing Giants. I find Giants to be a really fun tribal deck, and they're really fun in Alchemy as well. One of the decks we lost to was Mono Blue, which I don't know if we were going to lose to that deck anyways, but we lost to it because of my misplay. I meant to block their Clone Crafter, but I didn't, so we took the 5 damage and died. We had the removal spell. Well, we could have blocked it with the with Aegar, then we would have drawn a card off it. We would have gone down to 1. We had a removal spell in hand. We potentially could have drawn another one to take out both of their spirits, but we'll never know. So it's a loss, but just know that that loss was fully on me, and it wasn't like because the deck was in a terrible matchup against it or anything. Now, the mono green deck we lost to, that was just because our deck is pretty slow going. So when you go up against, a mono green deck that can hit hard and hit fast, then it's hard to keep up with decks like that. But overall, I did really enjoy this deck. And I think that if you are looking for a Giants deck to play in Alchemy, then hey, give this deck a try. And honestly, you could probably play it in Standard. Like, you would have to replace the Rimewall Protector and the 2 Brittle Blast. But, I mean, everything else here is Standard legal. I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Magic the Gathering Arena content. You can check out that video over there if you want to watch something else, and there's a playlist right below it, so you can check out more content on the channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.